John's hands were once rough from years of hard work, building homes, fixing roofs, shaping wood with nothing but muscle and grit. For 4 decades, he was the backbone of every house he touched, the go-to man when something needed to be built, fixed, or reinvented. Neighbors admired his strength, his persistence, his quiet ability to see potential where others saw only old planks and rusty nails. But time, ever patient, waits for no one. By age 75, John's mornings were no longer filled with the scent of sawdust or the satisfying ache of a job well done. Instead, each sunrise brought new challenges. The simple act of standing from his favorite chair felt like climbing a mountain. His knees trembled, his hands gripped the armrests with desperation, and his legs, once pillars of strength, now threatened to buckle beneath him. He found himself hesitating before stairs, feeling uncertain even walking across his living room. Each stumble chipped away at his confidence. Each moment of struggle whispered the same unwelcome message: "You are not who you used to be." Doctors told him it was normal, just part of getting older. "Everyone loses strength with age," they said. "Just be careful, take it easy." Their words were meant to comfort, but they stung. John had never been one to give up or accept limits easily. Deep down, he believed there had to be another way, a way to feel strong again, to regain a piece of the man he once was. The hardest part was not the physical pain, but the loss of independence. He missed carrying groceries, fixing the leaky faucet, reaching the top shelf without fear. Most of all, he missed the confidence that came from knowing he could rely on his own body. What John didn't realize was that his struggle was shared by millions. After the age of 60, most people lose between 3 and 8% of their muscle mass every decade, a condition called sarcopenia. It sounds technical, but it's simple. As we age, our muscles fade away unless we do something to stop it. And as muscle disappears, so does strength, balance, and the ability to do the things we love. For a while, John felt powerless. The world seemed to shrink around him, each day hemmed in by new limitations. But in the midst of his frustration, someone noticed. His daughter, Emma, saw the man she loved slipping away. She remembered the father who carried her on his shoulders, who built her treehouse, who never said, "I can't." She decided to help him fight back. One morning, Emma handed John a book about strength for seniors. Tucked inside was a note. "Dad, just try this morning routine for 2 weeks. I believe in you." The plan was simple, almost laughably so. No heavy weights, no fancy machines, no trips to the gym. Just a few minutes each morning in the comfort of his own living room. 10 sit-to-stands from a chair, practicing the very movement that had become his biggest challenge. 15 wall push-ups, using the wall for support, but working his arms and chest. 30 seconds of marching in place, lifting his knees and swinging his arms, getting his heart pumping. 10 heel raises, slowly rising onto his toes, building strength in his calves. And finally, 1 deep, steady breath while balancing, reminding himself that steadiness starts from within. The first day was tough. John could barely finish the sit-to-stands without help from Emma. His arms shook during the wall push-ups, his legs wobbled as he marched. But Emma cheered him on, and John promised himself he wouldn't quit. Just 2 weeks, he thought. I owe her that much. Each morning, he repeated the routine. The exercises didn't get easier overnight, but a quiet determination took root. After a few days, he noticed the smallest of changes. Standing felt a little less daunting, his balance just a bit steadier. By the end of the first week, he completed the exercises with less support. After 10 days, he could stand from his chair without Emma's hand. The progress was slow, but it was real. What was happening inside John's body was nothing short of remarkable. Even small, gentle movements can wake up dormant muscle fibers. The sit-to-stands retrained his legs to do what they were made for: lift, support, stabilize. Wall push-ups activated his chest and shoulders, making everyday tasks like carrying groceries or opening doors easier. Heel raises built up his calves, which are crucial for balance and preventing falls. Marching in place improved his circulation, strengthened his hips, and reminded his body how to move confidently. Science backs this up. Research shows that short, consistent routines, even just 10 minutes a day, can slow, stop, and even reverse age-related muscle loss. No need for pills, gyms, or expensive equipment. Just your own body, moving with purpose. John's transformation didn't happen overnight, but each week he grew a little stronger. After 3 weeks, he no longer needed to steady himself on the bathroom counter while brushing his teeth. At 6 weeks, he could walk to the corner store without fear. The world began to open up again. He stood taller, moved with more assurance, and looked in the mirror with a renewed sense of pride. One morning, as sunlight streamed through his window, John reached for his old toolbox, the same one he'd used for decades. His hands were steady, his grip strong. Emma watched from the doorway, tears in her eyes, as her father reclaimed the part of himself that time had threatened to steal away. John's story is a reminder for anyone who feels weaker, slower, or less capable than they once were. Aging is inevitable, but giving up is not. Your body remembers how to be strong. It just needs a little encouragement, a small daily commitment, and the belief that change is possible. If you're feeling stuck, tired, or unsure, know this: it's never too late to start. 10 minutes each morning can transform your strength, your balance, and your confidence. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. You just need to start moving. Little by little, you'll feel the difference, just like John did. If John's story inspired you, take a moment to share it with someone you care about. Together, we can help more people rediscover their strength and independence. And if you want more stories and simple routines to help you feel strong again, make sure to stay connected. We've got so much more to share. Remember, you are stronger than you think, and it's never too late to begin.